Hello, friends! Welcome back to the Platinuming series where we are finishing up God of War. Well, kinda. This is 2018. We still have Ragnarok to do after this one, but we're gonna hop right into it with our first trophy here. Right after you defend your home from Baldur, the man who's invincible to everything, so to speak, except mistletoe. I mean, this is gonna contain spoilers. The game has been out for 4 years. If you haven't played it, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know why you're watching this video. Go play it. Especially because I'm recording it. I'm recording this voiceover, and it's going. This video is also going up on the day of release of Ragnarok, God of War Ragnarok, and I'm actually holding it in my hands right now. I'm going to record that right after I record this voiceover and put this up on my channel. So stay tuned for those videos. And there's our first trophy. The journey begins. Defend your home from the stranger. Quite a lot of trophies in this one. 37. I mean, it's not. It's like one more than most of the other God of War games, but a lot of them are just so much longer. This game takes forever just because of the collectibles. Um, this is actually my second time I platinumed the game because I platinumed it on my like my so to speak main account. Um, but this is not my main account basically, my platinum account where I do these videos on, and we get our second trophy there called Nice Moves. That's for obtaining a runic attack gem. And now we have three trophies in this one clip here. I know, pretty crazy. Because after each trophy, I push the save button on my little clip recorder. Our first trophy there, best dressed, crafting outfit for Atreus. So right there, I probably just pushed my clip button, and then I'm just going through the other things, upgrading some things, and then we're gonna get another trophy here called Dwarven Ingenuity. That's for upgrading a piece of armor, any piece of armor. And then, so I actually go to check on my last two clips here. As you can see, I pause, and I was going to delete the first one because I got that second one, that second trophy. Um, there, so I deleted the first one so I could show them both in just one clip, and so I didn't get confused. And you know what I mean. Delete the first one, keep the second one, which had both the trophies. Do that right away so I don't get confused. And so I pause it here to do that, and right after I do that, I get another trophy. Pretty funny. Get three in one go here, and they all have to do with armor, which is pretty crazy. And we're very early on into the game. You can do this really early on. So I go here, I go here, and I'm gonna put a enchantment into one of these slots to get our third trophy of this clip. Going through the little tutorial. There we go. Boom, trophy enchanted. Slot an enchantment into your armor. Nice. And now continuing on with the story with a trophy that you cannot miss. It's a story trophy. After you say goodbye to Freya, you'll get this trophy. Well, I guess Witch of the Woods, you don't know that it's Freya yet, but if you played the game, you know it's Freya. Of course, she's going to be a villain in God of War Ragnarok, and she's going to fight you, I think. But yeah, trophy, a new friend, survive the Witch's Woods. And now a little bit later on into the game, get to Alfheim, probably my favorite area of the game. It's so super cool. I'm so excited to explore it in Ragnarok. I'm excited to explore all the realms in Ragnarok, see how they've changed with Fimbulwinter. Very excited. I'm gonna record like 5 episodes of it tonight, just so I can keep playing it. Because of course I want to record my first reactions to everything. So I'm very excited. I'm just trying to get through this recording so I can go do that. I'm very excited. Get a trophy there called "Feels Like Home." Allow the light elves to return home. Excuse me. And a little bit later on, actually quite a bit later on, you defeat the dragon in the mountain, and talk to Sindri here, telling us to get that tooth from the dragon so we can craft us something cool. And we're like, okay, sure. So we go, and we'll actually get a trophy here before we do that, called Dragon Slayer. Defeat the dragon of the mountain. And again, next trophy is quite a ways on, like later on in the game. These are spread far and few between for the first couple of these story ones. But after we defeat Thor's sons, Magni and Modi, Trace obviously becomes sick. But we get a trophy, so it's all It's all worth it in the end, Atreus. We get a trophy for you being sick. Actually, that's not true. Well, we do get a trophy for him being sick later on, but this one's for just defeating Magni and Modi, and that one's called Troubling Consequences. Pretty cool. Now we get our Blades of Chaos. Of course, the iconic weapons in every God of War game. Well, I guess sometimes they're called Athena's blades and stuff like that, but everyone knows them as the Blades of Chaos. They are very iconic. So this is right after you obtain them, you get attacked by these Hell Walkers outside your home, and you gotta use your new blades to defend your home. And of course, if you didn't know, if you come back to your home after you beat the main game, you get a little cutscene with Thor. But we get a trophy there. Hello, old friend. Of course, retrieve the Blades of Chaos. And as I was saying earlier about getting a trophy for Trace getting sick, we get a trophy for actually healing him. So I guess it's not getting him sick, but him getting healed from his sickness, we get a trophy. So it's all worth it in the end. I don't know what else to say. I sometimes I just struggle to think of words to say during these when these clips are so long. um, like what? I don't know. I don't know. About kind of halfway through the game here, I would say. Trophy promise fulfilled. Heal Atreus. And now, after Baldur gets us thrown into hell, we kind of scold Atreus here because he's being very stupid and trying to act like he's better than everyone else when he really isn't. But we'll get a trophy here in just a second. I made some of these clips a little too long. I realize that when I'm recording these voiceovers, it's hard for me to talk for like 15-20 minutes for each of these videos and think of words to say. I said before I was going to get some like like little like Easter eggs or something, or facts about the game. But we get our trophy there, round 2, rescue Atreus. And you know what? I said a few episodes ago that I was gonna start doing facts in these episodes about the games platinuming, so we might as well do some now. Let me look up some while this next clip plays. Alright. I did. This one's about Ragnarok. I saw something saying that the developers of Ragnarok, Santa Monica, thought like 3 months ago, before the game was released, 3 months before the game was released, that they thought it was a bad game, which kind of worries me. But I've heard it's really good, so it shouldn't worry me. But yeah, we get a trophy there. Sorry, past taunts, ride the ship out of Helheim. Yeah, I thought that was interesting that they thought it was a bad game.
Yep, that's an eye.
Maybe you should stick that in my head for safekeeping. Gently now, gently.
Okay, this is a cool. So I'm using the Gamer website, gamer.com, for these facts.
Until it's gone.
But of course, if you've played 2018, Kratos calls Atreus boy so much, and it's not because he's trying to like stay closed off from him. I didn't know this. It's because they took forever to come up with the name Atreus, that they just refer to him as boy during like the development. Did we get a trophy there? Trilingual. That's for learning the languages of Muspelheim and Niflheim.
Well, guess we're the
Of course, coming close to the end of the story here, after defeating the big baddie of the game, Baldur, we get a trophy for that.
I should finish this journey while I still have strength.
Alright, and there we go. Trophy. Twilight Beckons.
So saving her was the right thing.
Defeating Baldur.
It's called me
And now,
Loki.
for the final trophy of this main story, we find out Atreus' real name, quote unquote, is named Loki. Of course, if you know Norse mythology, that's very big. And as I was saying earlier about the names of the Blades of Chaos, this is another fact. There's so many iterations. Blades of Chaos, the Blades of Athena, Blades of Exile. They were first given by Ares, if you guys didn't know. once he makes his vows with Ares in the first God of War, or before the first God of War, or before Ascension. Before Ascension, he makes his vow to Ares, saying he'll do whatever he wants to help him win in battle. But getting our trophy there, gold trophy called Last Wish. That's for spreading the ashes, of course, in Jotunheim. So I guess it's unknown why the Blades of Chaos in this game is called the Blades of Chaos when it should be Blades of Exile. I'm pretty sure. I guess there's really no explanation to that, or we don't really know. But we get a trophy there called the Best Moves. Fully upgrade a runic attack. Attack? Oh, my voice kind of died there. But of course, now we're in Niflheim. Probably my favorite little, like, what would you call it, challenge of the game. You know, you have the challenges of the gods or the challenges of the titans or whatever they're called in the other God of Wars. Hold on. Got a trophy there. Worthy. That's for fully upgrading the Leviathan axe. Now, as I was saying, you have those different challenges in all the other God of Wars except Ascension. I feel like Niflheim and Muspelheim are like those, but for this game. But I don't know. I don't really love Muspelheim because it's just kind of tedious. And you could say this one's tedious too, but this one's a little bit more fun. I think this one's more fun. Niflheim, of course, because you get rewards in the end and you get good armor, so it's definitely worth doing. But Muspelheim, not much to do it. We get a trophy there, Darkness and Fog. Retrieve all treasure from the workshop's center chamber. And here, I'm still doing these trials even after completing that trophy, because I needed to get enough of the Mist Echoes, I think it was, for the armor. So I had good armor going into the Valkyrie fights. As you can see, I obviously already beat the Valkyrie here in Niflheim. But yeah, I think this is just fun running around doing these little things, getting rewards. But we get a random trophy there called All Will Fall. That's for killing 1,000 enemies. But of course, after Muspelheim, you'll be able to get, what is this, Smoldering Ember? Is that what it's called? Chaos Flame, sorry. That's something else. Chaos Flame, which gives you, no, you get a Raging Inferno of Muspelheim, then you can turn that into a Chaos Flame, then you can upgrade your Chaos Blades. Sorry, that was kind of confused me. But get a trophy called Why Fight It? Fully upgrade the Blades of Chaos. Back into Muspelheim there, finishing up these trials. I had to kill 70 enemies in the time limit to get the gold trophy. But as you can see, I kind of killed a lot more than 70. 93 we're at. Using my overpowered runic attacks, of course. Just quite a few very, very good runic attacks in the game. And there we go. Trophy, Fire and Brimstone. Complete all the trials of Muspelheim. Now doing a little puzzle there. Running. Gonna throw that in there, and we gotta hit the right thing. Oh, never mind, we already hit the right thing, we didn't need to put it in there. Gonna go into the hell there, burning open this chest to finish off our rage meter. Get the trophy Quick Tempered. Fully upgrade your rage.
I wonder what this place looked like in better times. We found the
Another
material.
fact I wanted to bring up here was, I already knew
They're
this,
so
but,
weird.
but might as well
Build
bring
a
it up
piece of armor
here
out
in
of
this
something
trophy
so-
hunting video.
So
None yet.
There was
None?
supposed to
None
be
you
like a
fucking
scene in this
business.
game
Trade
referring to
secret.
Egyptian mythology. But quickly, trophy's called Like Oil and Water. That's for completing all of Brock and Sindri's favors. Yeah, there was supposed to be a scene talking about Egyptian mythology, and there is like a little nod to it in Tyr's little treasure room. Again, trophy right there. Items, orchid. Fully upgrade your health. Orchid, how do you say it? I don't know. But there was supposed to be like a full scene.
Here, another.
And so I'm wondering if Ragnarok's gonna show any. I'm so excited to see. And I wonder if we're gonna go into the Egyptian mythology at some point after
Did
The
he
Norse
steal Thor's hammer?
mythology's
Aye. Good
storyline is
time.
complete.
A lot of these
Very
seem to end with
curious,
Thor
very,
killing
very
them.
curious. I think that would be very
Imagine
cool,
that.
but I don't think it's going to be for quite a while. We get a trophy there called The Truth. Read all of the Jotnir shrines. Getting a lot of the collectibles now, if you couldn't tell. There are so many collectibles in this game, it's ridiculous. It's even worse than all the other God of Wars combined, honestly. You get another trophy there for Curator. That's for finding all of the artifacts in all the realms and all the areas. It takes forever. Um, Here I'm probably really confused trying to find this last raven, and there it is. This is one of the hardest ones. Killing all of Odin's ravens. And if you kill all of them, you get the trophy All Father Blinded. Very hard to see. I don't know how people found all of them. I feel like it would have taken years, but somehow they were able to find them really quickly. Um,
Dragon hasn't
I
got much
definitely
of
would have
his
never been able to
personality.
find all of them. That's for sure. I don't know how people found some of those. They're so hard to see sometimes. There we get a trophy, Danger Skies. That's for freeing all the dragons. And of course, moving on to a pretty infamous boss in the game, Sigrun. Beat her on Give Me God of War mode, obviously, in this playthrough. I mean, if you couldn't tell, I'm on Give Me God of War
Well,
mode, the
did
hardest mode in the game.
I suppose.
Easy though,
Don't
beat her
sound
first
very
try.
happy about it.
It's
We get a
difficult to be
trophy there.
happy about
Chooser of
anything
the
when you're a
Slain,
reanimated
defeat the 9
head.
Valkyries. Of course, I'm kidding. I'm not playing on Give Me God of War mode. That'd be ridiculous. It probably would have taken me months to do that, just to beat Sigrun. I did beat her on my first try, but I am playing on the easiest mode. There we get a trophy called Beneath the Surface. That's for exploring all the Lake of Nine has to offer. That's kind of a mouthful. Yeah, here I had to come back to this area. I was already in this area, but I had to come back to get this trophy. Because to get this trophy, you actually have to open this chest for some reason. This is in, oh gosh, Vithurgard, and then you get a trophy, Death Happened Here, fully explored, Vithurgard, however you say it, I don't know. But next two trophies are for actually obtaining two different armor sets in the game. Kind of a random trophy, I think. You just have to craft these armor sets, and you get the materials off of fighting these little mini bosses, the knights and the ancients. First trophy there, Path of the Zealot, or Zealot, however you want to say it. Obtain Traveler armor set. Next trophy is for getting the armor of the ancients. And we get our trophy here in a second. I know I'm going too ahead of myself. Gotta craft it. Boom. There's a trophy. Primordial. Teenage armor set. And
My sweet Gulvik.
next trophy,
Whole again.
obviously, throughout your travels
Rise,
of
dear
Midgard, you'll
Gulvik.
find these
Awaken,
wayward
O
spirits, and they'll
powerful
give you
Gulvik.
a little bit of, or some quests here and there. See if you can help them out. This guy
She says to honor
summons
a
his
request.
dead wife or something like that. I don't know. And I'm pretty sure they attack you and definitely put up a fight. Look at this. Ready?
Okay, you were right.
And that's it. You get a trophy once you finish all of them
Alright.
called Unfinished
Say it.
Business.
I told you
Assisting
so.
all the wayward
I
spirits.
told you so.
And now we're into our final clip, of course, taking this little zip line down to where we we read our last little Jotnir shrine there to get our last treasure. Right there, I'm gonna walk up to it real slow and cool like. Get a trophy called Treasure Hunter. Use treasure maps to find all the dig spots and our platinum trophy right there, father and son. That's obviously getting every other trophy. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to subscribe. Stay tuned for my God of War playthrough and other games platinuming in the future. I already have a few out, or I have a few in mind and I'm working on. I already have one more I'm done with, Horizon Zero Dawn. That one took forever, so stay tuned for that one. And yeah, leave a like if you want. And yeah, have a great day, guys.